The sound of Blight's lightning attack rips through the rainy bog, striking the monster dead on. Its carapace pierced, the monster sinks back into the swampy muck. Stillness returns to the wetlands, and the patter of rain is audible once more. The Onyx Maiden takes the blue flower gently in hand. She explains that this flower is actually a medicinal herb called clockweed. Apparently, it is used to heal wounds, and is even said to turn back time for the human body, though the truth of that claim is uncertain. Sensing another monster fixing its gaze upon your party, you lead everyone back to the village. All the while, you find your attention drawn to the maiden's murmuring, drowned out though it is by the sound of the rain. This flower, buy more time. Don't hold back. As you enter the village, a number of the locals rush your group, shouting, "Welcome back, dear maiden." The villagers express their gratitude for her monster hunting, as well as their delight at the maiden's safe return. Queenie responds to each of them in turn. The Onyx Maiden, bringer of hope to the village, appears to be quite beloved by its people. Once the villagers are out of earshot, you once again ask the Onyx Maiden to borrow her maiden's relic. She is at a loss for a few moments, but then informs you that she has something she'd like to show you. She guides you to the Maiden's shrine. "I shall allow you to borrow my relic," the Onyx Maiden says, rendering you speechless. She continues on, revealing that she is actually trying to abandon her maidenly duty. But as far as you can tell, she seems to be giving her all for the sake of the village. Why then does she want to quit? If she fulfills her mission, the island will be protected. Is there something even more important than that? As if to answer your question, Queenie slowly closes her eyes. And then, when the light subsides and your eyes regain focus, you see Queenie, and there is a bulge in her abdomen. The Onyx Maiden is pregnant. She explains that she's been using medicine made from the clockweed to keep her pregnancy hidden all this time. She has dedicated her life entirely to the protection of this island and performing the Maiden's ritual. But giving birth means her child, too, will be burdened with the same destiny of sacrifice. She wants to protect her child. That is her only wish, and she conveys it to you with all the agony of confessing a heinous crime. You can appreciate now why the Onyx Maiden wishes to abandon her duty. But will the villagers accept her decision? Queenie's anguish is plain to see as she runs a gentle hand over her stomach. Blight seems equally distraught as he holds out an arm to support her. It is not hard to imagine who the father of this soon-to-be-born child is. The anguished cries of the maiden, the last hope of a village facing oblivion, echo out in pain. The Onyx Maiden is laid upon a bed in the Maiden's shrine. Word of her condition spreads, and the villagers are unable to hide their agitation. The attendant divulges a little of the Onyx Maiden's feelings toward the impending birth. Over the long years of their relationship, stretching back to their childhood, Queenie has suffered misfortune aplenty. Through all that, never has she wished for anything except a safe birth for her child, whatever it takes. It seems that all the while Queenie used the clockweed to keep her condition secret, the child in her belly kept growing. All this time you have spent crossing the islands, Laddie has desperately sought to become a maiden. But now, having heard that Queenie wishes to abandon her own duty, she seems conflicted. Suddenly, the door bursts open, and the village mayor enters the shrine, gasping for breath. The monsters of the wetlands are amassing for an attack on the village. Fighting them off with Queenie confined to bed will be next to impossible. Your group decides to head into the wetlands and launch a preemptive strike on the fiend's nest where they're gathering. The rain falls in sheets. You spy the telltale signs of monsters between the drops, and in far greater numbers than before. Blight's eyes shine, and you can tell he wishes for nothing more than to protect his maiden. He advances, unbothered by the presence of the monsters. You forge onward through the wetlands to where they gather, at a place called the Fiend's Nest.